Tell me the secrets of defending Kevin Durant.
I mean, there's not really any secrets. He's a great scorer, and um, he's shown that for years. So I just want to try to make things difficult for him, and we have a lot of guys that we can put on.
He's going to make tough shots. Kerr said you can do everything right, and sometimes he's going to make it. How important is it to stay with it, keep your head up when he does hit some of those?
Yeah, that's the name of the game. Just being consistent, continuing to continue to chase off screens, continue to contest shots. He's going to make his, but you just want to continue to just stick to that.
The other night when we talked, you talked about the importance of doing some of the little things like boxing out and making sure. Against OKC, that would seem to be a big thing.
Yeah.
How do you guys, as a team, because it's going to be team rebounding, how do you counteract what they do so well?
I mean, that was one of the major points today. I mean, last time we played them, they out-rebounded us by almost 30 rebounds. Yeah, and it was that's indicative of how they play. Down the stretch they play Canada, they play Adams. So rebounding, and that's paramount for us. I mean, looking at the Spurs series, rebounding was big. I mean, Westbrook going in there rebounding, not only their bigs, but Roberson getting in there getting rebounds. So it's going to be the energy and effort plays down the stretch that are really going to determine who wins games and who gets momentum.
Steve was talking about the need for guys to stay live. In other words, not get caught flat-footed. He said sometimes guys leak out, stuff like that. He said we can't afford to do that against this team. Is that something that, again, they talked about today?
Yeah, I mean, just Adams is known for trying to tip the basketball, Canner, just anytime that we contest a shot, let's say contest on Durant, and sometimes we may try to leak out a little bit, try to get a fast break. All it takes is one rebound, 1-3 for him. Maybe it's the shot that gets him in the rhythm. Maybe it's a Westbrook shot fake. He gets somebody a foul. Maybe that's their third foul. Just little things like that that are just like deflating. It just slows down the game. It just takes us out of what we want to do. So, I mean, that's huge. And make sure we get all 5 guys to rebound.
Harrison, Draymond said he didn't yap or talk or argue once during this practice, and he's actually taking it upon himself as a serious topic to not get 3 more technicals and be suspended. He's given himself 1 more this postseason. What's your take on that, and do you appreciate at least that he's trying to stay on the floor?
Yeah, it was a quiet practice. So, yeah, you got to give him credit. I mean, he's really being serious about this, and he did a great job today, and hopefully we can just continue to build that tomorrow.
Do you see him being able to follow through on this for the whole series or 2?
Just take it day by day. It's just, today was a great day. If we can just continue to build and go from there, we'll be just fine.
How much more were you guys able to get done today? It was so quiet, able to get more of the install in and stuff like that?
Man, we were just practice just flying, just left and right. But no, I mean, he still brought his same, usual energy and effort. But
right.
There was a few calls where, he kind of just looked at the ref and, his usual self would have said something. But he just kind of turned around and just kind of looked around, to just diffuse the tension.
If on a game time, maybe there's something really get to Draymond's mind, but he can do something like that. He can piss it off. So would you stand up for him?
Yeah, I got a few technicals in my bag, so I can, if need be. But I think the biggest thing is we're gonna need everyone, all hands on deck, for these games, and to lose somebody because of technical foul or guys can eject or anything like that. We gotta be smart and keep our poise.
How was the officiating today? Because Draymond said it was kind of shaky, but he didn't.
Yeah, I mean, it was JC and Chris DeMarco, and they dropped the ball a lot for the blue team. They were definitely, it was 8 on 5. It was 8 on 5. They were awful. They were awful.
You don't want to be fined for this.
Oh, no, they can't find me, so that's why I can say they were awful. They were awful.
Don't think about this one.
Yeah.
You mentioned you guys can't really leak out as much as you would normally. How much will that change sort of the look and the ability to create pace on offense? Will this be kind of more of a slug-it-out series in that regard because you guys won't be able to manufacture fast breaks from nothing?
A little bit. I mean, our primary focus is, just, securing that basketball. And if that means we have to slow it down and, play a little more half court, then that's what we have to do. But, trying to get into a track meet with this team because of the way they rebound so well, it be a lot of kickouts for wide open threes. So, our primary focus is just making sure we secure it, and then, if we have to slow down, slowing it down.
They've been playing more of that Adams Cantor lineup. Do you think you guys can still go small against that group?
Yeah, we'll have some different lineups, and we'll kind of have to see how the game's going. But it's a unique combo. We haven't really played against that much. Both of them offensive rebound a lot, so it'll be good.
You think back to like the Memphis series last year and some other matchups where you guarded a big like that. Does that give you confidence that smaller lineup can handle two big guys like that?
Yeah, we've done it before. But a little bit of the difference is these guys. This team has a little bit more thrust in their guards than Memphis did.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. But just kind of game one will be a good test to see where we're at and just kind of to see how lineups go.
Do you feel like there's a style contrast between the two? Obviously, everyone plays their own game, but do you feel like this is kind of an old school with the two centers, very 90s look to a certain degree versus you guys who are at least nationally viewed as the trendsetters in sort of pace and space? Do you see that at all when you watch the film? Like, this is going to be, if nothing else, interesting.
For sure. I mean, when you look at the first two series we've had, we only had one real post presence. I mean, that was Dwight. Last series was super guard dominant. That was our focus, that was our mindset. Running guys off the 3-point line. In this series, it's going to be completely different. It's going to be more of a paint game, more of a physical. Elbows going to be flying. Getting in the paint, rebounding, doing a lot of the dirty work. So it'll be good for us because as you're going through the playoffs, you have to get better. You have to get used to adjusting to different styles, and this is a style that we haven't really played so far this year.
Yeah, when was the last time you can remember having 3 7-footers on the court and 2 of them de facto centers? Like, can you recall ever going up against a lineup that big? Maybe Memphis? I mean, but not even 7-footers there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've seen it. Like, I mean, Memphis is usually the biggest team we played. I mean, San Antonio. I mean, they play traditionally pretty big,
Right.
but we haven't gone up in a playoff series against a big team since that Memphis series last year.
Harrison, what will it take for you to get back on track? Is it simply just making more shots, or is there more to it?
Just letting it fly. I mean, that's the philosophy that we have around here as a team, but just individually, that's the best way to get back on track. It's just let it fly, don't even worry about it, and just continue to shoot the shots that are open and that the game dictates.
Is there anything to the strategy that if your outside shot's not falling, to get to the cup and try and get something going there?
Yeah, always trying to get a layup. That always makes the hoop. Yeah, it makes the hoop easier, or get free throws. One of the two. So definitely going to be active in transition. Try to get an easy one here or there, and hopefully that will get me going.
Thanks, Harris.
Appreciate it.